Are you looking to go drifty drifts in your BRZ, FRS, or GT86? This Perrin Drift Button may just help you out. What's up, guys? Rick with RallySport Direct here. In front of me, I have the Perrin Drift Button. Now, this is going to be specific for the FRS, BRZ, GT86, but I've got the box right here. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. So, it does come with instructions, but I'm more interested in the actual product itself. So, let's just go ahead and take out my scissors. Let's open this thing up, shall we? All right. Let's pop that out here. Probably should have opened this up beforehand, but you know what? It's quite all right. So this is it, that little tiny guy. Now, some people are going to call this a spin turn knob, and some people are going to call it a drift button or an e-brake button. But basically what this does is on your factory handbrake, this replaces your factory little button. Now, you can use this just like the OEM button, just for the style of a spin turn or a drift button. But ideally what you want to do is remove the spring from inside the e-brake handle, and then this basically turns into an on or off, right? So if you push it in, your e-brake goes up and down with no clickety-clack like you normally hear. And if you lift it up, it just falls again, right? So that's ideal for drifting purposes, where, you know, if you just want to quickly, you know, hit the rear e-brake to initiate a drift, you can do that and you don't have to push the button to slide it back down. Now, if you click it out, so you use your thumb to click it outwards, it just locks the e-brake handle at all times. So if you lift it up, you get that normal ratcheting sound, and then it just stays up in place, and then you actually have to click it back down to push it down. So without the spring in there, you have to manually activate this in and out anytime you want to use it, and it's basically on or off, essentially, if that makes sense. But Perrin has made this so you can still utilize the factory spring if you're just wanting the look of an aftermarket e-brake button. Now, it does include instructions on how to install this, and honestly, installing these is never fun, because you kind of have to like mangle the factory button, which I'm not a big fan of. But any aftermarket, you know, e-brake button, whatever you want to call it, is going to require that. Other than that, the installation is actually not too hard. It'll probably take you about 30 minutes to get this thing installed, and it's actually pretty cool. I've actually had one of these in a few of my different cars, and I've always been super happy with it. So if you do drift, maybe you drift on the weekend or something like that, or you just like the idea of being able to go drifting, even if you're not a seasoned veteran, something like this can actually be very, very useful, and it just eliminates one possible thing that can go wrong when you're lifting up that e-brake handle, because you know, most of the time your brain instinctively wants to push in the button and you can go up and down, but let's say you let go of it halfway down, the e-brake is still semi-engaged. It can, you know, mess up your day and potentially mess up your car. So a product like this is really very cool. Plus, I like the subtle black look to it. Very clean, nicely made out of CNC'd aluminum. Just a cool piece all around. Includes a nice little O-ring just to help with the rattling, because that's the other problem with most aftermarket drift buttons, is they just rattle. So Perrin has done an excellent job on this. Very cool product. Check it out. That's all the time we've got for you today. Thanks for checking out what's in the box. See you guys next time.